with those early paintings, there was, I still had this in my mind, whereas I was still making art that was trying to look like something that was in my head.
Right.
And I spent a lot of time trying to reproduce these fantasies.
Like an image in your mind.
An image,
right.
you know, sometimes it was a little foggier than that, but I was still trying to locate it. I realized after working on them for 2 years that no matter how I tried, I could never make the thing that was in my head in reality. You know, and a lot of these splits in subject matter of real or unreal in the work have a lot to do with my ambitions for the work. The impossibility of like attaining these fantasies and you know where they bump into the real world, where those two things meet, and where like my you know my abilities meet my imagination. And so I think that the 3 dimensions allowed me to loosen up, essentially, to lose control, you know, and it was constant invention. How am I going to make this bolder? And so there's all these different things to explore, which I try to get lost as much as possible, and for it not to be too literal. But in my studio, you know, I'm conscious of that being my job, basically, my challenge. Right. A lot of art is about, you know, people making decisions, you know, and saying like, this is how it's done, this is how I'm going to do it, this is how I'm going to get the greatest effect.
Yeah.
And like, I'm unwilling to do that at all. No,
Right.
It's in that willingness to take the risk of saying, I don't know anything, but let's see what happens when I put this on the floor, and let's see if anything changes when I put it over here, you know. It's really important that I commit to them and put them out there and say, I believe in this, like, what do you think? It ends up being that, like, it's just like a little bit of me, you know, a little bit of my own intention, and the rest is just me watching.